the fight with leg kicks. Anybody could have knocked Henzo out in the last 2 minutes of that third round. And
right.
Hughes had trouble doing it. Hughes is hitting him with all these shots, free punches. You can hit him wherever you want. He's not going to defend. He's not going to fight back. And he had trouble knocking him out even still. I mean, Hughes. I think a lot of people aren't focusing on how bad Hughes looked in that fight. The old Matt Hughes would have gobbled Henzo Gracie up within the first round.
I thought, we'll talk about it more later, dude, but I thought UFC 112 as a whole sucked. I thought it was horrible, dude.
I didn't pay for it either, so it's been the first time in a while that
You didn't pay
I tried to. We had a problem with Comcast. They were supposed to come out, and they didn't, so I ended up...
Well, see, then I could have called, because all I was going to do, I was going to call you up and be like, Boone, don't waste your money, dude. Don't waste your money on this. You know what I mean?
I like that show. I don't know. I like the show. You know what was weird, though? They were in Abu Dhabi, and the whole front row was a bunch of guys in Turpins. And
I know. I saw that.
They built that stadium for that show. It was an outdoor arena. I mean, it was a spectacle, man.
Well, the thing about Abdu'ai or whatever, it's in the middle of the desert, so they never have to worry about rain. It was just, I think Dana White said something in an interview where he was worried about the wind or something like that, and everything worked out. But it was just, I mean, especially for the main event, it's just a bad showing. You know what I mean? Dana White wanted to go up there and put on a hell of a show, dude. And to end it like that is just, I mean, Dana White's already come out and said, I'll try to make
Oh, man, he was pissed.
Oh, dude. Well, you saw him. He went up to, was it, who's Anderson Silva's manager? Is it Ed
Soares? Yeah.
Ed Soares. He went up to him. I think it was in the fourth round.
Between the rounds,
yeah, and said something, dude. And he was irate.
Well, I remember. I guess it was. I think what happened there was he gave him the belt because he refused to put it on Anderson after the fight or whatever.
Right.
So he gave the belt to the manager and said, "You put it on him," and then he just went to the back. And it's the first time he's ever walked out in the main event. But while I'm watching the show, all I heard was Dana White's so pissed, he just went over and got in the corner of Anderson Silva and started talking to him. And I remember hearing that and fucking flipping out like, yo, I don't care how boring this fight is. A promoter should not get out of his chair and go say anything to a corner man in the middle of a fight.
Well, we've seen this before with Anderson Silva. I think it was the tailed ladies.
Tally's ladies and Patrick Cote. Those are the two boring fights he had before this.
Yeah,
I remember telling everybody with this fight, everybody's like, Anderson's going to kill it. It's going to be exciting. I said, and I'm telling them, like, I'm looking forward to Henzo Gracie. And Matt Hughes are like, I can't wait to see Anderson. That's going to be great. I said, guys, he's fighting the kind of guy that it could be a boring fight. He doesn't want to go anywhere near the ground with that guy. He's scared to death to go on the ground with him.
Right.
Tally's ladies. And the last time he had somebody like that was Tallis, and it was ungodly boring. And I kind of saw, I didn't see the first 3 rounds turn into what the hell that was. That was just amazing, dude.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. We'll talk about more.
We covered it. The only other thing to mention really is the opening fight was probably the fight of the night. It was the fight of the night.
Yeah, that was fight of the night. Oh, yeah.
Kendall Grove versus Mark Munoz. Grove's just kicking the living shit out of him for the whole round. He almost finished him a few times. He hit him with an uppercut, dropped him on his face. He had almost choked him out twice, Peruvian necktie once, rear naked, I believe, the other one. And, I mean, he came really close to finishing him. And then in the second round, Munoz comes out, takes him down. I mean, he's throwing punches that would knock a fucking redwood tree over, this Munoz guy. And he finally blasts him with one, knocks him down, takes him down, and he just pummels the shit out of him and wins the fight just like that. It was a really good comeback. Other than that, though, I would say the highlight of that show, which nobody seems to be talking about, which that's why I wrote the thing. It just blew my mind. Like, wait a minute. Anderson and GSP was set and on. All he had to do was win, which he did, and now we're not getting it. Why?
Well, Dana was so pissed off at the post-fight presser that he said, "Who knows?" Anderson, obviously, this is a joke, but he said, "Who knows?" Anderson will be fighting on a prelim. I mean, he was fucking pissed, dude. And he had a reason to be. I just thought the whole show sucked, dude, from top to bottom. Well, that first fight, I mean, the Kendall Grove fight was amazing, dude.
It was a really good fight, yeah.
Yeah, the other fights just sucked. Guys, we've got our live chat room right now. It's WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com/chat. We've got lots of people in there tonight, so get on over there. We'll do chat shout-outs here in hour number 2. Like I said at the top of the hour, we took last week off. We're back this week. We got a lot to talk about, lots of news, rumors, TNA, WWE.
2 pay-per-views, 2 shows this weekend.
Yeah, we got
TNA Lockdown. We got Strikeforce on CBS. That's
right.
A lot of stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I like about Strikeforce coming up this Saturday is, what's his name, Gerard Masawi?
Gegard Mousasi.
Gegard Mousasi. Jesus, I butcher all these.
Yeah, you didn't come close.
But no, he's fighting that King Mo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's the one you want to see. The one I want to see more than any of them is Shinya Aoki versus Gilbert Melendez. That will be a bad little fight.
What's the main event of that?
Dan Henderson versus Jake Shields for the middle title.
That's what it is, no doubt.
Mayhem Miller from Bully Beatdown. He's going to be on the card
Mayhem.
too. I think those are just those 4 fights. I think that's all they're doing.
No doubt. So that's on CBS on Saturday nights. That'll be another good one. And then,
yeah, definitely.
Jesus, man, on May 1st we've got Mosley Mayweather, which is coming up.
Did you watch the first episode of 24/7?
I did. I saw it before the Berto fight.
Dude, did you really watch it? How awesome!
I saw it before the Berto fight, baby.
Oh my God, bro! I was so jacked after that. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't. For some reason, I didn't see Mayweather talking shit to Mosley the way he does everybody else. And when he said something, it was like Mosley said during their sit down for the On Demand or whatever HBO. He said something like, "Do you remember when you came in the locker room back when you were getting your career started and you told me something? What'd you tell me?" Mayweather said, "I don't know. What did I tell you?" He said, "You said you want to be just like me." And he said, "I don't want to be like no man." And that's all he said during the interview. And then they're playing the interview on the 24/7, and Mayweather's like, "How the fuck I want to be like you when everybody wants to be like me? I'm the biggest draw in the sport. How the fuck I want to be like somebody else?" It was just
they had him face to face to start the show, dude. They did that sit down face to face.
Yeah. They do that all the time now. Matt Kellerman in an empty room and shit.
Yeah, did you see the Berto fight after that? No, you probably
I didn't catch that. No.
Yeah, Berto won that in a decision, so that was
good.
I mean, it was all right. It was all right, dude. It wasn't anything anything special. And then they had ESPN Friday Night Fights, which is obviously usually on Friday nights. They pushed that back to Saturday, so you had you had UFC, which was good that I watched that earlier, and then you had the Berto fight, and then you had the Friday night fights, and then there was the Holyfield fight.
Pay-per-view, Francois.
Yeah, that was a pay-per-view against Bofa.
Francois Bofa.
Right, and Holyfield knocked him out. I don't remember which round it was, but I believe
it was 6th or 8th round, I forget which.
Yeah, Holyfield knocked him out. Holyfield looked good, man, so that was, it's all right, dude. A huge night of fights on Sunday, and then we haven't had any pay-per-views, wrestling pay-per-views in the past few weeks ever since WrestleMania. But we got Lockdown on Sunday, and then we've got Extreme Rules the following week, right? Yeah,
you're cutting out a little bit, I guess. I don't know when the next WWE one is. I haven't watched Raw the last 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it's 2 weeks.
So I'm actually really behind. I remember I didn't watch TNA or Raw last night. Last week, I think I watched some of. Actually, no, I watched all of TNA last week with the girl stuff.
Right.
But I remember last week flipping once to Raw, and it was at the very beginning. I saw Swagger come out in a suit, and I just said, "I'm not watching this bullshit tonight."
Dude, what'd you think about that last week? Because there was a lot of negative.
I don't even know what happened. I honestly don't even know.
No, I'm not talking about last night. Last week with the you watched last week, right?
No,
not last night. Oh, you did?
Not Raw. I watched Impact last week. I didn't watch.
Yeah, Impact. That's what I'm talking about. The final segment with the knockouts where they built that thing up, right? Like they built it.
The key.
You're gonna open the case or whatever, and one of them has to go and strip and shit. They built the angle up at the start of the show, and then they finished it off. That was basically their main event. Here's the thing with that: there was a lot of negative feedback all across the internet. Why would they do that as a main event angle? For one thing,
historically draw the biggest quarter hour.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, there's two things. With that. Obviously, your knockouts are the highest rated segment on a weekly basis, pretty much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the most part. And the problem with it is when you end a show like that, people the following week, as in last night, are gonna, do you think they're really gonna go on and come back and say, you know what, dude, what the? And then they had Daphne out there to originally do the strip thing, and then they had Lacey come out and finish it off. But I mean, it was.
I wanted to see Velvet Sky stripped down.
Yeah.
I dig that girl.
She was banging Shane Helms, Gregory Helms.
Was she? I like her little bitchy attitude. I dig that girl.
Yeah, dude. She is. She's got Angelina Love too. By the way, I can't get a hold of you anymore, dude, and it sucks, to be honest. Dude. I don't talk to you guys. Got to understand, you people that listen to this. I used to talk to Maddie B every day. Every day. Well, we would chat it up every day, dude. Now I see you on Tuesday night, and that's it, dude. That's it. You know what I mean? You fucking now.
I come when lights are on. I talk to you and shit. I mean, what do you mean?
Well, I can't talk to Matty B. No, but I don't even know what the fuck I was going to say.
I got a whole, if there's an explanation I should give it, I have a whole new crew at the MMAnews.com site. Check it out today, MMAnews.com. Greatest thing.
I heard that. What do you got? A brand new staff, huh?
Yeah, that I got to oversee, so it's a lot more work over there now, and I got, the wrestle zone is a lot of work, so I'm busy.
Well, you knew that was coming, man, with the new design, you know what I mean, and then to get another stiff. You got to check that out. MMAnews.com is killer site. I'm telling you, man, you're on your way to taking out Sherdog. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know.
I think you're on your way, man.
It ain't gonna happen overnight, that's for sure. Sherdog is a beast, man. It's a tank.
Oh, I know. Well, it's like TNA and WWE. That's
exactly what it's like. The only difference is, there's no difference. TNA is better than WWE, but we're better than them. It's just it's shown in the numbers yet.
Exactly, dude. So you're the smallest site, so you're the TNA, and then as far as the product is concerned, you're the better site too. So it works out. But MMAnews.com, guys. We've got our live chat room, WZROnline.com/chat. Once again, WZROnline.com.